Alright, hello again, GSC Invitational viewers. We have Kenix on the top, and, not Conflict, Kenix on the top, and Finchinator on the bottom. Y'all ready for this? Because I certainly am. This is loser bracket 3, I think. Round 3. So, lax on lax, we see hits, curses, switches. Okay, going for the same move, end up at almost the same percent. Like, functionally, in this mirror, it's gonna be the same. They're just gonna be very content to double edge each other. Do we see a speed tie risk here? Do we see a double switch? Both to Cloister. Toxic and toxic. Do we see spikes? We should probably see spikes from both. So, how about we see 2 switches to Zapdos here? Aww. That would have been really funny if they just keep playing the exact same. And this is where the routes diverge. In Power Ice into Golem, it lives one more. Do we see Rapid Spin, Boom, or Switch? Okay. Do we see a switch to Cloy, or just another Rapid Spin? Finch has been doing this a fair bit, where he likes staying in on Cloy to just Rapid Spin and get more poison damage on it. Like this. And it's saying, you do not get to have spikes up. Kenix just keeps going for it, and Finch tries to catch the surf on double edge. Zapdos knows there's going to be a switch there. Why would you risk Cloy? A Whirlwinds on the Zap as response, because Lax is so low that both players' Laxes are so low they can't really switch into an electric move. Eggy, do we see a Drill Peck here, or just switch? Whirlwind Zap is not going to have Sleep Talk. But, like, I'm wondering if this is Drill Peck, Whirlwind, HP Water, Thunderbolt. Tries to sack Snorlax to sleep, does not end well. Goes to Jinx, threatening faster sleep. Okay, so Jinx subs and Gengar Thunderbolts. So Psychic is not a clean kill. So at this state, what is the response? Because Gengar Explosion is looking really scary here. Because it puts a charge in everything except Golem. But if you Ice Punch the Golem. So I think he just goes for Boom here. There is the possibility of switching out because Gengar is out of Spike's range. But Finch can most likely go Golem here and try and absorb the Boom. Goes to his own Gengar. That is what you want here. No matter what this Gengar, unless it's like Devons, which is probably not. And then, yeah. So Gengar, and it just takes Boom. Okay, no Ice Punch stuff. Do we see... So Gengar with Hidden Power Water, I don't think it kills from that range. So yeah, you just go to Cloy. Since this Cloy is... So EQ on Gengar's a kill. As this Cloy is poisoned, same situation as with Kenix's Cloy. Golem can just try and spin until it works. But instead he went for EQ to hit Gar and Cloy. And this means this Cloister has a free surf, which nothing particularly like switching into because it doesn't take a follow-up Boom. So he could just go for Boom here. If he's Ice Beam, he'd go for it. No, wait, you're not Ice Beam, you have Toxic. But yeah, so we see a Surf or a Boom here. Just a Boom. Cloys are neutralized. Zap on Zap. Yeah, neither team really takes electric moves, like, at all. Kenix takes him a bit better because, Eggy. Oh, so it's Whirlwind T-Wave. So if it's Hidden Power Ice, okay. Yeah, you just really don't want to see Hidden Power Water from the Zapdos if you're Finch, or Team Finch. I was right on the Thunderbolt call, at least. if you're Team Finch, because infinitely walled by Iggy. Double hidden power. Not double hidden power words. So Thunderbolt is marginally stronger than hidden power Ice would be. So that's why you see Finch going for it. Decides now is his chance. Zapdos is freshly resting. Gives you... Do you want to spin or do you just go for the turn 1 boom? Yeah, gives him best odds to... Because even if Zapdos Sleep Talks... Yes. Yeah, so spin is safe here. So yeah, even if Zapdos gets a 33%, Sleep Talks in Power Ice, Golem lives it and has to hit another 33%. And Golem can just explode on it. Exploding is probably hasty because it's really, really hard to click EQ there and get in Power Iced. Rapid Spin is a decent middle ground. Lets you switch around a little better. Gengar here is, I think, is a little weird because this Gar is probably how you close out the game because Ice Punch looks scary right now, and I get you want to preserve spikes, but this Golem can very easily just click EQ here, and then you just lose your Gar. Sure, then you get Jinx in for Ice Beam fun, but still, like, if Zapdos Sleep Talks Thunder, you're in trouble. Like, you have to hit Lovely Kiss, and then there's just, like, odds. So, maybe you do go to Zapdos here, because... maybe you just stay in and EQ yourself. If you EQ, and, like, you can put it in range for your other mons, so you don't have to worry about Golem living a hit. See, yeah, now you just lose your Gengar for Ice Punch Chip, when it was a huge, huge threat. At least that's how I see the routing. There's a bunch of other ways to do this. This is similar to as if he had just switched into EQ, except he got more chip on the Golem, which is nice. Yeah, this is... Well, no, yeah, this is fine, because... well, he gets unlucky there. The 33% chance. Golem just dies. He's pivoting the Zapdos in on the hidden power Ice. You're in range for speed tie stuff. Do you, like, Thunder Waving here? You hidden power Icing. Okay, so at this point, even though Thunderbolt is marginally better against Zapdos, hidden power Ice hits the other two. So if you catch switches, absorbs Sleep Powder, and Finch still has sleep of his own. Is he trying to Waken Boom? Jinx on Psychic. Sub on Boom. Sub Jinx is just, like, brutal against Aggie because Sub blocks Giga Drain entirely. Giga Drain will just fail against a Sub. That Thunder misses big. Lovely Kiss here. Ice Beam is a 2-hit KO, but yeah, I guess you can also play odds and hope for Sleep Talk rolls to be in your favor. And it looks like, barring some Zapdos shenanigans, that Finch gets game 1. So, oddsy endgame. Could have gone, like, if that Thunder hits and Paras, or if Lovely Kiss misses, plenty of inaccurate moves, and then some potential predicts going on. But, yeah, overall, pretty solid game, and it was a fast one, too. 40 turns. Finch is up 1. Kenix is at 0. They're playing for their stake in this tour. Ready, set, go. Nido Jinx. Jinx is absolutely advantageous in this in the lead matchup. I've not seen Miracle Berry Nidoking, nor is that particularly great against Jinx. It can probably throw out a free Ice Beam to catch whatever wants to absorb sleep. Psychic would be decent as well, because Nidoking it's very unlikely that Nidoking stays in here in Lovely Kisses. Goes to Lax, so it's a Sleep Talker, and Thief. Thieving Lax is one of the best, like, targets to hit. Gets the double in. Sorry, let's go back a bit. So, he knows this Lax is Sleep Talk. He just goes straight to Cloy, and so Zapdos is probably Sleep Talk. So this is either way. If his Lax, like, if Kenix is clicking Lovely Kiss here, Zapdos takes it fine. If Kenix is switching because they don't want to get Sleep Talk double-edged or body slammed on their Jinx, because it does a crap ton of damage, then Zapdos is just generally good against everything that switches in, like a lot of things that switch in on Snorlax. Goes to Fori because he wants his spikes up, and he knows Chloe is switching out. Nidoking has sleep pressure here. Goes back to Zapdos on EQ. Yeah, this is definitely a Sleep Talk Zapdos, just hitting Power Ice into Lax. Goes to his Nidoking, wants to get his sleep. We haven't seen a Sleep Talker yet. Does he just go for it and he hits the Lax? Is the Lax a Sleep Talker? We don't know. Then we might be seeing some like triple thief stuff with a Gengar in here. Before he takes Zapdos' Thunder, so you can get spikes up. Now that it missed, you could maybe even just explode. Okay, nope, just go to Zapdos. Chloe is pretty much safe there. Double edge it, hit it for some damage. Thieving Snorlax means double edge recoil sticks. Catches the boom. Nice. Finch has caught 2 booms. Look, I was just gonna say I was gonna talk about what move you go for here, but I was a little slow. So, look, trapping the Snorlax. That's really big. That's really big. Because it looks like Kenix is just trying to wake the Lax. If it's not Sleep Talk, then it's EQ. But if it is Sleep Talk, okay. So either it's Sleep Talk Curse or Sleep Talk +1, like the Surf, Fire, Last Thunder, something else one. He wants to hope for a Sleep Talk EQ roll. If he doesn't have EQ, then he needs like a Thunder Para or just like Flamethrower, burn. Just like you want to do something to this Gengar that's getting a free kill. Ice Punch here indicates that he probably doesn't have Protect. It's probably Destiny Bond in the last slot. And we don't know what the last one of the Snorlax is. Here you just switch out to probably Fori. Or Tar, yeah, if you have Tar. Do we know what the last move is? No, we don't. I know the mark of a good Pokemon is sometimes that it only needs 3 moves, but like sometimes you want to click that 4th. So they trade EQs. Nidoking is looking not particularly like it's going to make a lot of progress into Zapdos. This Tyranitar's job is basically done. Like, maybe it takes Jinx on once, or you can just slam the Nidoking, put it in range of Zapdos in power, and Zapdos looks really scary. Barring opposing Zapdos going insane. So yeah, you can just trade damage with Tar. You can even just sack it, get your Zapdos in for free. No need for Ice Beam mind games. Goes to Jinx. Do we see? Okay, yep, just standard plays. Does he miss? That's big. Zapdos on Jinx can be really dicey because if you miss your Thunder, you're screwed. So now he has to go to Fori. Do we see? Just keep Ice Beaming. Yeah, Jinx is faster than like everything barring Gengar. Gengar does not touch Jinx. It probably has a D-Bond. So Gengar tries to block Rapid Spin. I was right. This is Triple Thief stuff. Triple Thief teams are Jinx, Nidoking, Gengar, all with Thief. Maybe this Nidoking, well, the Nidoking doesn't have Thief, but it's the same concept. Neither does this Gar, because it's got lefties. But they're mons that work well together, and it's a little interesting because you don't have a traditional normal resistant phaser. You have Gengar, which is phenomenal against every Lax that doesn't have EQ. So Zapdos is more than likely Whirlwind on this team, because you do need a phaser. Otherwise, you just, like, this team does not look okay against, what's it lacks? Curse EQ. Once Jinx gets, once, like, the sleep gets absorbed by something. And, we can probably tell from Tyranitar's presence on Finch's team that the Snorlax is Sleep Talk Curse. We already could infer that it was Sleep Talk because of how it was switched to the Jinx to absorb sleep. but the presence of Tyranitar indicates heavily that this is curse talk. So, just go to your own Gengar. Yeah, you can probably... Ooh, Ice Punch. That hurts. Because Gengar mean looks deadly Destiny Bond something. And gets another kill. You click mean look, and if you're not going to die the next turn, you click Parasong, and you just spam Destiny Bond until you die. Go to Lax. Maybe I was wrong, and no, yeah, he's just pivoting. So, Thunderbolt kills. You can thaw on switch in for GSC. Like, yeah, you can thaw without burning a turn manually. But it's very unlikely. It's much less likely than in newer generations. Snorlax again coming in. Is he just trying to bluff EQ? Because, oh no, he's trying to bait. Okay, yeah, baiting Boom. Crit the Fori. That sucks. Zap on Jinx. You're in Ice Beam range. Do you just go to Lax? No, because you don't take 2. Do you go for Para? And you don't get it. So Finch went from having this game pretty much sold to probably just taking the L here. Like, this Jinx just has fun. Maybe you Sleep Talk there. Or you're just not Sleep Talk. I was wrong. So it is EQ Lax. Very likely. Maybe it's Flamethrower. We don't know. But yeah, these teams with their Sleep Talker as Zapdos get murdered by Jinx. Because nothing safely absorbs sleep. And Nidoking just dies. So it's a 1-1. Yeah. Let's go back and look at the critical turn and the game state before that. Which was about, what was it? Right around here. So, if you're Finch, how do you try and close out this game? For, like, barring that this Ice Punch doesn't freeze you. Well, you mean look something, right? And if the Gengar stays in, you click Perish Song. It's probably not killing you. And then you can Ice Punch it a couple times, or Destiny Bond. The last move is almost surely Destiny Bond. Maybe it's Boom. Jinx comes in. You can just spam Destiny Bond. Zapdos comes in, you can Ice Punch then Destiny Bond, or just Destiny Bond straight off. No, you just Ice Punch. Or maybe Perish Song Destiny Bond. Regardless, this Gengar looks like it takes a kill. Nidoking dies, and after Gengar takes a kill and trades, then Finch comes in. He can just, if Gengar goes down, he can click Double Edge. If Zapdos goes down, well, the more is the merrier for his Nidoking. Words. And his Fori, like, Fori booms on something other than Gengar, but, like, Finch definitely has the tools to close this out. It's gonna be hard-ish because, like, Zapdos is pretty scary against this thieved Lax. And his opponent has Sleep Pressure. But the Ice Punch crit freeze just really swings the game in Kenix's favor. Or even just that freeze would have done it. Like, the crit was far less important than the freeze. So, Game 3. We love Game 3 as a spectators. At least I do. I think it's far more entertaining to commentate Game 3 situations. So, Lax is probably not Sleep Talk. Suicune means this is going to be a stall team. We don't know if it's Surf Ice Beam or Surf Toxic. At least it is not the bad Rorcoon. I mean, it can do some good stuff, but Rorcoon is usually pretty underwhelming. Because it just gets rest cycled. So what's the electric response? Is it Raikou, get the double onto it for spike damage? Do we see another double? No, we just see a preemptive curse. Is this Flamethrower? Or Fire Blast? Or does he double edge here? Body slams, looking for para. Okay, they're gonna trade blows, 2 crits, and a para. Is it Fire Blast? I think you pulled the trigger maybe a little early. Because it's not in range. Oh, well then again, it probably doesn't rest here. Flamethrower, just so it can't burn a turn of sleep. Golem eternally walls you, gonna body slam on you. Yeah. This Lax is on a mission. This Lax said, I'm gonna make up for the hacks last game. I'm gonna win you this game. It is Rest Golem, so you don't really have to fear explosion. And that does mean it kind of eternally walls Snorlax. Like, really, really hard. Chloe gets spikes up. Is this a rapid spin Chloe? Like double rapid spin? Yeah, either way, Toxic on it is extremely valuable because there's not a heal Beller to cleanse that. Yep, gets Raikou on the Toxic. No need to hastily boom. Even though in that scenario it would have been very nice. Again, Finch taking the double. It is EQ Lax. We see just a roar. Probably predicting a switch, because otherwise you just rock slide there. But rock sliding into Golem can kind of suck, because then you give up sleep turns. Rock sliding into Chloe, you just get surfed. Rock sliding into Skarm, you give up sleep turns. All depends on your moveset. Lax avoids the thunder. It's not making progress against this Golem. You're just giving it times. Yes, so you have to double here. And Eduardo, or Kenix, knows that he's not in danger. Even if he gets body slam parried on this Raikou, he just goes back to Golem and has his fun. Eggy, Sleep Powder. Has it hit something? Either way, depending on the set, it's completely walled by Skarm, or it can break through with Hidden Power Fire. That is unlikely though, because he switched out. Drill Peck doing a hefty chunk. Goes to Golem, time to wake it up. Do we see a double? No, we just see a curse. If he can get rid of Golem, Snorlax is a major progress maker. Pursuing the Golem is really nice. Have you shown... That's interesting. So, Golem has burned its final turn to sleep. It's ready to wake up. And it's scared of Tyranitar. The only thing to be scared of is EQ or Surf. And you do die to Surf, I'm pretty sure. So, that's nice that Finch... No, because that's after pursuit damage. So, you don't die to Surf. Of course, like, it sucks to be put in another rest cycle. You have to switch on, like, Snorlax once more, and then you get broken. So, then it can break their Golem. So, it looks like that's what he's afraid of, or just, like, afraid of taking EQ damage. Otherwise, you can just rapid spin there. Lax comes into Tyranitar. I mean, it's EQ Lax. It does... Oh, boy, we're seeing Heracross fun. Heracross is absolutely brutal. But there's a Skarmory. When there's a... So it's even... Oh, wow, it's Seismic Toss Hera. The traditional set is Megahorn Curse Talk. But Seismic Toss can also be used. Obviously, it's not to target Snorlax. He was aiming for a Skarm switch there because Megahorn does so much. But Lax does live it. And he gets a hefty hit on this Heracross, which normally isn't too... Like, Heracross can just curse and rest up that damage. And then keep sleep talking and being effective. Because it's Seismic Toss, it really can't do that. Now he goes Skarm, yeah. You can burn a turn here. It's not Whirlwind, so I guess maybe you can also potentially stall it out of curses. If you could somehow do that, I doubt you'll be able to pull that off. Don't want to take Boom. No, you just dodge the toxic with your parrot eggy. Thwart the toxic is a better way to say it. Do we see Giga? No, we see a Lax. So right now, it looks like Finch is just floundering to find a path to create concrete progress. Is it like para-hacks the golem? No, it's not. Do we see EQ? No, we see spin. People do love going for spin as soon as they can with golem. Again, switches out in fear of surf, and it is Surf Tar. Oh, that's brutal that he caught you on the read. Pardon the dog. Yeah, Surf Tar is a personal favorite of mine because it just murders golem. If he hits that, Snorlax is a huge threat to close out this game. But again, golem is scouting for surf, and he reveals it. So at this point, it's gonna be very hard for Finch to close out this game. Tries to rock slide through the Snorlax, not getting it. EQ into his own Lax. Doesn't have spikes up. Do we see a rest here? Okay. Yep, curse up while he's resting. EQ Lax looks quite scary right here. Nothing switches into double edge. Okay, so coming out of the Snorlax exchange, Finch has to rest there, and Kenix can just keep double edging for free. He gets the speed tie win, and it was at +1, right? Or +1, right? Yeah. So with the speed tie here, you just have to rest if you're Finch. Does not win the speed tie. Koi comes in, threatening boom. Just gets on spikes. Do you just explode here? You don't know, because he gets surfed. Booming here would be nice, just because it removes another mon that's irritating, and you're not getting much other value out of this cloister. Ku comes in. If it's HP water, it can make some progress. Everything is in range for HP water Ku except for the opposing Ku and Lax, but Lax can get crit, and Ku can get thunder hacks down. Never mind, because it's Thunderbolt. This Raiku's not breaking anything. That's funny. We see a Thunderbolt Ku on an offense team and Thunder Ku on a stall team. What is up with this dog? Hopefully you can't hear that. Also, it could just be HP Ice, and that doesn't break it, but no need to unnecessarily risk the golem to the water move. Does not get the roll on the Snorlax, and it rests, and the window to take down the stall team is over, and Finch recognizes that. No need to draw out the game. So in a comeback, after Finch wins game 1, and Kenix gets a little bit of hacks on game 2. He was still definitely winnable, but the hacks really made it helpful. Like, really, really pushed it in favor of Kenix. We see Kenix taking the 3rd game, beating Finchinator. So Finch has been eliminated, and Kenix moves on in the loser's bracket run. Thanks for watching. This GSC Invitational was a blast, and I hope you're enjoying it.